Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Going with the Flow. I'm Trisha.
And I'm Marisa.
And we are super happy to be here today. We have a lot to talk about. Some is serious and needs to be discussed. And then, of course, in our typical Marisa and Trisha fashion, we're going to have a lot of fun too. We're going to have our sneak cam. We're going to do our stream it or skip it. And of course, we're trying to keep up with the kids. So we got our slang terms thanks to Sebastian.
That's right.
Sebastian Science. He keeps us young.
Us young with the slang. So also we're going to bring in a special guest. My cousin is going to talk about what she does, women empowering women. We're going to talk about some good topics today. Yes. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Okay. So we're going to get the serious and emotional and personal stuff up front. So now we're a little bit past the 4th of July weekend. We're here in Texas, and specifically in the outskirts of San Antonio. We had devastation. There was the Great Texas Flood 2025 that hit our precious hill country, which Marisa and I often visit. Our hearts go out to everyone who has been impacted by this. And impact can be a direct connection, or it could go as far as Marisa and I. I mean, she's got a young child that she might have sent to camp, and a home that she considered buying. Our girlfriend, Veronica, who lives in Austin, Sissy, her family has property on the Guadalupe River. And I mean, thank goodness there was no home, but they have a small home there, but when you look at it, it doesn't look as devastating as what happened in the communities of Ingram and Hunt and Kerrville. And so that Kerr County it is so sad. It is unthinkable. But Marisa and I were talking as we were prepping for the show, and we started thinking about, wow, how many times has it been a holiday weekend when a flood has happened, not only in Texas, but elsewhere? And I said, the one that I remember the most, that impacted me the most, especially with my job at the time, was Hurricane Katrina. And as we all know, New Orleans was underwater, and they had complete devastation. And today, there are people that uprooted their homes, their lives, and they still live here or they live elsewhere. But floods can happen, and they can happen really quick. And all of us get annoyed with the alerts, right, that happens on our phones. And no one necessarily projects these things, because when it rains hard and it rains fast, that's when issues happen. Just over a little bit over a month ago here in San Antonio, we had a quick flash thunderstorm that claimed 13 lives off of Vital and Austin Highway.
Yes.
And it was just like, how did that happen? But how did this happen, right? I think everybody knew that it was coming, and we just didn't know. But I remember I was supposed to participate in a parade on Friday, July 4th in shirts. And even though it was raining, we decided as a company not to participate because of the lightning. But on my way home, I was hearing about the Guadalupe River and how it was about to crest. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's about to crest. It just started raining last night, right?
Right.
Little did we know that everything that has now happened has happened. And so Marisa,
so 2 days before, on July the 2nd, the Health and Human Services had recently gone out to the Guadalupe, to Camp Mystic, and it inspected it. And so there was already, plans in place, and, I guess the devastation, what we're seeing still, there's still recovery going on. There are still a lot of people missing. And I think that, by the time this episode airs, there will be more devastation, I'm sure, to come. I just saw a picture with a truck that was completely buried under rubble in the river that was uncovered by first responders. So if that truck is buried, would only wonder what else they're going to still recover. And the hero out there, there's so many heroes out there, but I think about the owner of the ranch who risked his life. Was it Richard Eastland, I believe, risked his life trying to get those campers to safety.
Eastland or Eads, one of those. Yeah, very close like that.
I think it was, have written down Eastland.
Okay.
He lost his life as a result of trying to get his campers to safety. And, we just think about how we have to hug everybody a little tighter, our families, because it was a big deal.
Absolutely. It still is a big deal. And this is going to impact all of us for quite some time. My sister works at one of the bigger hospitals here in town. That's known as the Academic Medical Center. They handle a lot of trauma cases. And I said, how are y'all doing? How's the hospital doing? Because, any type of mass casualty, they get the patients. I know, I used to work there. And she goes, well, this is the sad thing is there's nothing, because mostly everybody, unfortunately, has passed away. There's not much trauma to take care of. That is just hard. How does that happen,
Yeah.
And so, again, our hearts go out to everyone. We do want to call out some special organizations. First of all, Walmart has been doing a great job of being kind of like a hub for everybody to meet at. And national brands, right? Salvation Army. I mean, wow, they really are stepping it up. Locally, statewide, of course, we are huge HEB supporters.
I'm a huge HEB supporter. When COVID went down in 2020, I just could not believe the amazing
efforts,
supplies, efforts. The worker, they worked no matter what. We were in quarantine or in a lockdown, and just everybody worked.
Yeah, and they're not just giving their money and their groceries. They're giving their time, they're giving their hearts, they're giving them their souls. A lot of these people that go, we have a really good friend, Danny. Danny, thank you for all that you do. He leads a lot of those recovery efforts. Him and his team go out, they set up camp, they do all these great things, and he's sacrificing his family time. And so thank you to his family and all the families who are just extending that grace, extending that compassion to allow your significant others, your family members, to come and help care for those who have been their lives have been completely changed forever. And I still have life.
I do think back as well to Katrina, which actually happened 20 years ago in August. In 2005, there were over 1,800 deaths. And I specifically remember that when I was teaching in 2005, we had children and families coming with the clothes on their back because they wanted to get their kids back in school. And so they came to San Antonio, that, we were one of their safe havens here. And we took the kids in, and we saw the devastation in the children's eyes. Their homes were gone. And so just having to go through this, I think about these beautiful children that have passed.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be able to start school. And it just breaks my heart. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to Fundación 9/11. They're from Mexico. They're first responders that came to help us. And they're a search and rescue team. So we want to give a shout out to them. Winding Brand Ranch is rescuing all the farm animals. There's a safe haven there for them. There's so many more that we can count, but those are the ones that came to me at the top of my research this morning, just to bring all of this to talk about it.
Yeah, and one of the things I remember, Maurice and I were texting, and I said, I have been here my whole life. I never knew how many camps we had in the Hill Country area. Just the Camp Mystic alone had over 700 campers, and all these other nuggets, all these other camps. Thank you for everything that you do. And we hope that all of these important parts of our community, these camps are important to Christian values, to helping parents, in the summer care for their kids, teaching leadership skills. We hope that they are all able to rebuild at some point, because you're needed and you're thought of and you're loved. And from the bottom of both of our hearts, and I can't imagine what everyone's going through. And so we pray for you, and we keep you close to our hearts as well. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and take a real quick break, and we will be right back.
Right back. Thank you, guys. All right. Welcome back to our next segment of Going with the Flow. We have a beautiful guest here. Guess what? Her name is Marisa, and she's my cousin. We have not seen each other in a while, but we ran into each other, and we're going to give her the love because we are women supporting women. And she is the owner and the founder of Mad Love Designs and Mad Love Life and Health. So we're going to get a little bio. I'll get a little quick bio on her, introduce her.
Okay, so Miss Marisa over here is from San Antonio, and I love this. She is a proud paw mom of 2 sweet dogs and 3 spoiled cats, which we love. She is married to her childhood sweetheart and best friend of 18 years. And she just does so much for the community. On her free time, she takes care of special needs children. She substitute teaches. She hikes at state parks. She likes taking pictures. She loves to travel. Anything with animals is right up her alley. We are so happy to have you here. We want to talk about both of your businesses, and we want to start with the designs because that's so cute, and we can't wait to talk about Etsy. And then we want to end with the health and life because that's so important. And as we were just talking about Kerrville and Kerr County and the floods and the devastation, again, there's no better time than now to look at what you have or what you might not have and make sure that you're taken care of and that your family, your loved ones are taken care of.
So let me ask you real quick. Yeah, Mad, what is that?
So I am a post-Valentine's baby. I am the 15th, not the 14th, quite there. But my name is Marisa and Delgado. People in general, people are my passion, people's stories. I resonated absolutely with your women's empowerment stories. As a proud small business owner, I love helping other small businesses too. So that's another one of my main hats that I wear. But I started making jewelry during COVID to supplement things. And so, I've always been a crafter, whether it's photography or sculpture and whatnot. I have a little store on Etsy, Mad Love Designs by Mad. The website is all funneled through my life and health insurance. So if you can't find me through Mad Love Designs by Mad, then you can find me at Mad Love Life and Health.
And we're going to share all your social media and all your websites because we always give a shout out to our producer, everything, Mr. Joey, SA Boy Explorer. He's amazing and he helps us. I want to just comment about your art. I'm a lover of arts, but I'm a wife of an artist as well. And so I never really understood how much art and artists were unappreciated because I grew up around it. So it was just natural. Of course, I love art. Marisa loves art. Like everybody I know has this creative energy within themselves, but then also for those who are more professional at it, right? And so thank you for bringing that up, and thank you for what you do for the arts community here. So talk to us a little bit about your Etsy business because I am so curious. My husband is also making jewelry, and I one of a kind, right? I mean, everything is truly one of a kind with him. So how does one get on Etsy to sell their products? Is it hard? Is it easy than we think? Like, what is it?
It is easier than you think.
Really? Okay.
You can apply just like, absolutely. Most of these websites these days are actually looking for vendors. They're asking for them. And that's the great thing about it is that Etsy is a completely free service.
Okay.
They do promote artists and embrace them, all artists of different genres, collaborating, etc. So you'll find that if you're an artist and that's your community, please join because they're going to teach you how to be a better artist, how to promote your products, how to market your products, how to showcase them in the right light or to the right audience or with the right hashtags.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah. So
That's cool. That's so cool.
Well, you know what? Edie and I used to make jewelry a long time ago. And we had the tools, we had we would go and buy the chains and the stones, and we would give them to our friends or wear them ourselves. And I mean, we never like ran with it, but it was so therapeutic. I just loved that whole process. So I love that you're doing it.
Yeah. We need to talk about your health and life insurance business, and with the floods and our own personal loss. John,
My mom, in our last episode with dementia and in the nursing home. And so we talked about that. Like, it was a complete surprise to learn that there's no funding involved, and we don't know what her insurance policies were, and we don't know what was covered. And she wasted her money. We'll let you finish talking about the insurance, but I love that.
Yeah. So tell us about your life insurance and your health insurance, and really want to talk a little bit more, just because in the wake of everything that we've been talking about, more about the life insurance. But, this is a platform for you to share your small business and tell us more about that portion.
So we're all very aware, and our hearts go out to all the families of Bike-to-Bike County. I can ask you today, or our audience today, Arun, what would happen if you or your spouse or your children, if someone were to pass, how are you going to move on? How are you financially, emotionally? We already know it's hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
But it's even harder when you don't have any of these things in place. You don't have any of the support, let alone you're having to pick up yourself off the floor with literally no that extra income from that spouse that you had, you're left literally picking up the pieces of your own life, financially, emotionally. So finding peace of mind is better. Like you say, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. How many of us are upset that we don't have to use our medical insurance? We're not. We're excited when we're like, oh God, I paid for it, but thank God I didn't have to go to the doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing with our life. If our spouse was to die, if our child was to pass away or even if they were to become incapacitated for some reason.
Life, right?
Exactly. We never know when life's going to happen. So we need something that's in place to make sure that our family's protected, that they have some sort of coverage to pick up those geeses, to pick up where literally they left off, that they.
Well, those are sobering thoughts, especially like I'm getting ready to retire soon. And, is my coverage going to stop? Like, I get a small life insurance, through my district. But all of this is just hitting a chord with me, and going to contact you when we're done, because I need you. And maybe we came together for a reason. So
I absolutely believe that things happen for a reason and people are brought together. So let's just ask you. We might go a little bit long on this little section, but I think it's necessary. What is the most common question or issue asked? Like, is it that people don't understand? Is it term life and universal life, or what are the ones that people don't understand? Can you kind of just walk us through that? And again, we're going to promote Marisa online, all her social media. You can reach out to her, but we want to share just some common trends that you've seen doing this with your career.
Absolutely. It's number one, people are scared of portability.
Mm-hmm.
They think that this is something that they're never going to need or use, or it's too expensive for them. So you think of typical life insurance, it's covering my life. That means that in the event of my death, that's when my family gets paid. Well, there are way more other benefits to life insurance that help you while you are living. And that's the great thing about it.
And I think that's a huge misconception about a lot of people, because, right, you're thinking that it's when you're gone. And, I'm living life today. I want to live life to my fullest. I want to leave stuff, money, home, whatever for my family. But I also don't want to shortchange my life. And so tell us about maybe a little bit more about that. Like, give us a great example of something that you don't know while you're living you can use the life insurance for.
A great one is your roof. You may, more than likely, if you've had your roof for 25 years, etc., your insurance is not going to cover a brand new roof for you.
She just have a roof right now. They just finished it this morning.
If you have a life insurance policy that you already started, as long as it's not a term policy, it's like an indexed or a universal. Okay, you can actually pull from that and use it towards your life needs, a disability or your house.
Wow.
Whatever it may be.
No idea. This has no idea. Yeah. And we probably could have you on for like a full segment, and maybe we'll go in a future one because, that's the thing. We want to teach everyone, and we're all learning together. And that's why we all have these just different associations that we do, because something, that I get more passionate about maybe than you or Marisa, but y'all get more passionate or informative, educated about than I do. And we're sharing with one another. And that's what going with the flow is about. We're going with the flow.
And we want to empower women all the way.
Educate.
Absolutely.
The things that we have seen that are cliche.
Yep.
Or that are just, oh, that wasn't important to me then. Well, hey,
yeah,
it might be important to you now. So you might be listening.
Yeah.
We're not in our 20s anymore.
Right. Thanks for the reminder. But actually, I'm okay that I'm not in my 20s anymore. Okay, so we're gonna take a break in just a minute. But if you, because we want you to stay around for our sneak cam, and also for our stream it or skip it, and also for our slang, because we're hipsters. But tell us what's one thing that you would like everybody to know about Mad Love.
Oh, I have a passion for helping people. Don't wait till it's too late, because we've all been in that boat where it happens and you're just looking at that creek without a paddle and you're just like, OMG, why didn't I listen to the people telling me what to do?
Yeah.
So think about it now. Start being proactive about it now.
Okay.
Call me or call anybody. Yes, literally find your options, and don't think that because you're talking to these agents that you need to buy something now.
Right.
That is not what I'm in the business for. I'm helping educate you on what your life could potentially look like with peace of mind. That doesn't mean you have to buy something from me.
I love that. I love that. I love that you're not so salesy, right? And you're more about educating yourself and just...
You don't choose her. Make a choice with someone.
Make a choice on yourself, right? Choose your life and choose to either take action by calling Marisa or reaching out to her or us. We all have connections, but take care of yourself.
Yes. So thank you to my prima. She's going to take her around.
Let's give her a little go with the flow.
All right, guys, welcome back. We took a real quick break to debrief with my cousin, my prima, and my, what do you call him? Tocayo? I don't know, when you have the same name.
Tocayo, right?
Yeah, so Marisa and Marisa here. I want to give a shout out to so many of our friends that had sneak cam. They shared their sneakers with us. Barbie, who's a mad believer in the Stan Smiths. That's all she wears. Sissy says she's loving the Golas right now. My friend Amanda posted her teacher shoes. One was a pencil and the other one was a notebook paper. Very cute. And then I also want to give a shout out to my friend Deborah. We're going to talk on the next episode. We're going to talk about the buy now, pay later that we're all doing. And my friend Alexandra, or Alex, just became a realtor. She had some really good topics and ideas. She wants us to include men topics. We will. Joey will help us with that.
Absolutely. Shout out to all of them. But Alex, thank you for the engagement on social media. You're doing exactly what we need. And I hope that everybody saw her comments and her suggestions, because that's what we need. We want that engagement online. We're listening, we're reading, we're watching. It is Marisa and I. And if Joey, our extraordinaire essay boy explorer, is the person that's responding, he's keeping us in the loop. He's helping us.
Right.
So, okay. So let's start, Mari. What are we going to do?
We're going to do, Marisa's going to share, I'm going to share, Trish's going to share a stream it or skip it.
Okay.
Where we do the homework so you don't have to.
Get it? She's a teacher.
Your pun intended. All right. Here we go. I'm going to say this is a binge and a stream it called The Waterfront.
Excellent.
If you haven't seen that come through your Netflix feed, it is about a prominent family on the East Coast that have a fishing,
Yeah. And this is what it's about. We're sharing stuff, right?
So they have a fishing company. Their company is on the outs. They're struggling financially. They're in serious debt. and they resort to selling drugs. And so it gives a lot of Ozark vibes. If you liked Ozark, it's very Ozark. There's violence, there's gore, there's some sex, there's all that.
There's a little bit of cheating. There's a little bit of the matriarch. We love Maria Bello. I mean, she's amazing
and beautiful.
I started watching it with my daughter Bella. Girlfriend has already passed me up on it. She's like, hurry up and catch up. It's like she's already done with the first season, but it's so good. It really is.
I haven't finished it. I haven't stream it / binge it.
How about you, Miss Mad Design? What do you like?
Honestly, in light of everything that's happened, we know how important mental health is. So I watched a great one last night called The Son, S-O-N. Like your child, your son. Yeah. And it just goes, it's starring Hugh Jackman. He doesn't love Hugh Jackman from This Is the Greatest Show. So wait, I love him. And also when he does family movies, they're just so close to home. This one in particular, I loved how important it showed the importance of mental health.
Yeah.
It's a story about him and his son. The son taking on the new family dynamic because the father has a wife and a new child. So being the first son versus the second son.
This sounds right up my alley, babe. Yeah. So it's a movie.
Yes.
And what platform is it on?
This is on Hulu.
Hulu. Got Hulu. Okay.
And we're going to stream that.
So we should stream it. Yes? Okay. All right. So my stream it is The Accountant 2. I love me some Ben. Not all the time, but I do love him. He's hot.
I don't like him when he's a Bennifer.
I know. I don't like him when he's at anything. Just be Ben. Yeah, but so my family over the 4th of July weekend, I was like, before we watch 2, I got to go back and remember 1 because I'm in menopause and I don't. Oh, man. Pause, right, Joey? Be like it. That's right. It's a real sound. Men, Joey, pauses. Anyways. Okay, so I had to watch the first one. I honestly did not remember things until I watched it. I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this. I forgot about this.
I'm doing right now.
So then I'm like, no wonder I loved this movie so much. I can't believe I don't watch it as much as I should. Fast forward to Accountant 2. Not everybody from 1 is in there, but almost everybody. I'm giving you a little sneak peek here. So the brother comes back in 2, and the banter between Ben Affleck and his brother is awesome. They're funny. It's cute. It's got a lot of action. Stream it. The Accountant 2, and watch The Accountant 1 because it's been like 10 years since the other one is done.
It has been.
So okay, we got any skip-its?
I don't have a skip it, but if you heard the segment right before my phone rang,
Yes.
guess who it was?
Joey?
No.
Oh, you're pointing to him. So
Sammy!
What did he?
That was. He actually called on my Humbizia lopo out. Bussin'.
Hey, what you bust Joey out here? You're the word Joey. Think Joey's bubbles came out of his nose. Okay, what do you be buzzing, girl?
Bussin' means really good. Okay? Really good.
Like we be bussing, girl. I'm real with the flow, right?
And right now in my hair, but let me tell you what's really bussin' that just came out.
Spell it, girl.
The hot Cheetos dill pickle flavor.
We had them.
Those bussin'. And let me tell you,
Yes.
you will lick the fingers because everybody does after hot Cheetos.
Yep.
To be honest.
But I mean, you will do this with the bag.
Yep.
How you get every last crumb. Okay?
Not as
Bussin'.
addicted to them as my husband is, but he is like, where'd you get those Cheetos, and bring them all the time? Because every time I go to the store or I get a coupon, I'm like, I try something, right?
Yeah.
And I let my family explore. They're more adventurous in trying than I am. And then I'm like, okay, do they like it or not? We love pickles. We love hot Cheetos.
Those are bussin'.
I got one actually.
You got a bussin'?
I do.
Oh, she has a
Oh,
bussin'.
shoot. Well, come on with the
What is a
bussin'.
bussin'? What's bussin'?
Someone introduced me, my hubby. Oh my goodness, I'm guilty of not wearing my ring today. He introduced me to nacho cheese Doritos queso.
Is it in a can or a jar?
Quasi both.
That's okay. Is there a brand? Is there a specific brand? Oh, it is Dorito brand. Your daddy got it from.
I did date a guy from Crito Lake, and we talked about our ex all that.
Yeah, we like them Fritos.
Okay. Snake cams.
So Sneak Cam, how do you say it, Marisa? Rika?
Those are Rikers.
Rikas, they're
Yep.
brand new.
Very
I
nice.
got them $60. Nordstrom Rack. Go to Nordstrom Rack. Wow, do they have great prices on designer sneaks? And I like these because they're kind of goldish, and I'm a gold girl. So
Awesome.
Much
Okay,
money.
these are on repeat. I've worn these before. These are Adidas Samba with an E. Adidas Samba. All right. On repeat, but I love them and they're comfy.
the cute.
definitely a classic.
All right.
And these are absolutely my favorite. I am a Skeechers fan. These have sketches in every single color, especially when they have the BOGO sale. So only go when they have.
Hello, girl. Yeah.
Okay, everybody, raise our glasses. Peace, love, and bubbles. We love you guys. See you next time.